Hi friends, welcome to the business studies class. In this fourth module, we are going to learn about the another form of business organization, that is joint stock company. The different forms of business organizations are sole proprietorship, joint Hindu family business, partnership, cooperative society, and joint stock company. Now we are going to learn about the term joint stock company and its important features. A company is an association of persons formed for carrying out business activities and has a legal status independent of its members. The company form of business organization is governed by the Companies Act 1956. A company can be described as an artificial person having a separate legal entity, perpetual succession, and a common seal. The shareholders are the owners of the company, while the board of directors is the chief managing body elected by the members, or that is shareholders. Usually, the owners exercise an indirect control over the business. The capital of the company is divided into smaller parts called shares, which can be transferred freely from one shareholder to another person, except in a private company. A joint stock company is a legal entity formed by a group of individuals to engage in and operate a business enterprise in a commercial or industrial capacity. A company's business line depends on its structure, which can range from a partnership to a proprietorship or even a corporation. Companies may be either public or private. The former issues equities to shareholders on an exchange, while the latter is privately owned and not regulated. A company is generally organized to earn a profit from the business activities. A joint stock company is a voluntary association of individuals for profit having its capital divided into transferable shares, the ownership of which is the condition of membership. A company is an incorporated association of persons formed usually for the pursuit of some commercial purpose. Section 3(1) of Indian Companies Act 1956. Company means a company formed and registered under this act or an existing company. Existing company means a company formed and registered under any of the previous company laws. A joint stock company is a type of corporation or partnership involving two or more individuals that own shares of stock in the company. Certificate of ownership, that is, shares are issued by the company in return for each financial contribution. The shareholders are free to transfer their ownership interest at any time by selling their shareholding to others. The important features of joint stock company are: first one, voluntary association of persons who generally contribute capital to carry on particular type of business. Second point is persons who contribute capital become members of the company. Company has a legal existence separate from its members, which means even if its members die, the company remains in existence. The type of company needs huge capital investment. The total capital of joint stock company is called share capital, and it is divided into number of units called shares. The members are also called shareholders. The other features of company are: first one, artificial person. A company is a creation of law and exists independent of its members. Like natural persons, a company can own property, incur debts, borrow money, enter into contracts, sue and be sued, but unlike them, it can't breathe, eat, run, talk, etc. So, company is an artificial person. Second point is separate legal entity. From the day of its incorporation, a company acquires an identity distinct from its members. Its assets and liabilities are separate from those of its owners. The law does not recognize the business and owners to be one and the same. Third point is formation. The formation of a company is a time consuming, expensive, and complicated process. It involves the preparation of several documents and compliance with several legal requirements before it can start functioning. Registration of a company is compulsory as provided under the Indian Companies Act 1956. Fourth point is perpetual succession. A company being a creation of law can be brought to an end only by law. It will only cease to exist when a separate specific procedure for its closure, called winding up, is completed. Members may come and members may go, but the company continues to exist. Next point is control. The management and control of the affairs of the company is undertaken by the board of directors, which appoints the top management officials for running the business. The directors hold a position of immense significance as they are directly accountable to the shareholders for the working of the company. The shareholders, however, do not have the right to involved in the day-to-day running of the business. The liability of the members is limited to the extent of capital contributed by them in a company. The creditors can use only the assets of the company to settle their claims. The company, being an artificial person, acts through the board of directors. The board of directors enters into the agreement with others by indicating the company's approval through a common seal. The common seal is the engraved equivalent of an official signature. Any agreement which does not have the company seal put on it is not legally binding on the company. Last point is risk bearing. The risk of the losses in a company is borne by all the shareholders. This is unlike in case of sole proprietorship or partnership firm when one or few persons respectively bear the losses. In the face of financial difficulties, all shareholders in a company have to contribute to the debts to the extent of their shares in the company's capital. The risk of losses thus gets spread over a large number of shareholders. Dear students, these are the important features of joint stock company. Thank you.